at all the services we have here in North America, starting off with the United States, ladies and gentlemen, we got it all from internet to cell phones to home security to merchant service, solar energy, business phone. We got in Canada different providers you see obviously with internet as well, right? Novia Payment, now Zoom entering Canada, right? As well as the cell phone services, and we just have so many services all throughout North America and throughout the world. But today I want to focus on my favorite product, on my favorite service, which is energy. Now, why do I love energy? Because energy, ladies and gentlemen, is something everybody has. Energy market in North America is over $500 billion a year. And here's the best part. Warren Buffett, who all of us know who he is, second wealthiest man in the world according to Forbes, on an interview said energy deregulation is the largest transfer of wealth in the history. I'm going to repeat that again. Warren Buffett said energy deregulation is the largest transfer of wealth in the history. And you know what the greatest part about ACN is? We represent a company called Zoom Energy. And Zoom Energy, according to Inc. 500, is the #1 fastest growing energy company, 13th overall. And on that document says we had over 16,000% growth our first 3 years in business. 16,000% growth first 3 year in business. And I'm so proud of Zoom Energy, and all of this is possible obviously because of deregulation. For those of you that is not familiar with what deregulation is, all that means is customers now have the freedom to choose their energy suppliers. And here's the best part. It doesn't cost money to switch over. Utility still delivers the energy, reads the meter, and maintains the infrastructure. Now, for all of you in this room that are saying, well, I don't live in a market that has energy. Well, here's the good news. You don't need to live in a market that sells energy to have energy customers. ACN currently sells energy in 18 states in America. They now have it in Alberta, and I heard some great news coming this weekend. And more states coming very, very soon as more states start deregulating energy. But here's what you got to do. Go to your back office and take a look at all the states we market energy in and see if you have family, see if you have friends, see if you have referrals, because we have so many people getting energy company customers all throughout the world, all throughout North America, living in states like Nevada, living in states like Florida that doesn't have energy yet. So don't ever think you're limited. Also remember the target market for energy customers. We go after residential customers. Those are very simple. They're worth 1 customer point. We also go after small business customers. Now we're launching something effectively as of 24 hours ago. Small business will be a usage of $17,000 a year or less for the supply. Also, for a medium energy, it will be $17,000 to $25,000 a year. And the larger businesses will obviously be more. But ladies and gentlemen, for those, we are going to submit a lead. And also, we acquire customers that have MLE, meaning multi-location, multiple businesses. So every single month, every single time, ACN, if you look on your back office, sends us information. Now, it's called monthly favorable markets, where every month they send us a list where Zoom Energy rates are lower than the utility rates. When they send you that, oh my goodness, you're going to want to call family, you're going to want to call friends that live in those states, and always remind your team. Who do you know in Texas? Who do you know in Pennsylvania? Who do you know in Ohio? Because I will guarantee all of you, someone will know someone that lives in an energy market. Also remember, before acquiring energy customers, you have to be accredited. New York, Ohio, Rhode Island, and Alberta, you must have a badge. Other states, you just have to be accredited. But my advice to you, since we're going to be going after every city, every state, is just get accredited for all of them, so every one of you will be prepared to land the customers when you're ready. Now, two types of options when people become a customer in Zoom. We got the variable and we got the fixed. Easiest way to put it, for variable, there's no contract, but the price will fluctuate. It's kind of like this. Imagine going to a gas station and today gas was $3 for the gallon. You went next week, maybe it was $2.90. Every single time it changes depending on the market. What fixed rate for energy is it stays the same, but they will be in a contract. As an example, you go to a gas station. Today, gasoline was only $2.80 per gallon. If you get on a fixed, it means for the next 2 years or so, your gallon will always be at $2.80. So these are just simple terms for you to learn. As you get accredited, you will learn more about it. We also do renewable plans and carbon-free plans. All this is pretty much environment friendly. There's so many people that want to help the world, help North America, help it become environment friendly. They'll love that information. It's all on your back office. But here's the most important part. Doing business the right way. See, energy business, you got to be very, very careful because it's now being deregulated. People have to do it the right way. Customers must place their own orders, meaning online, okay? Do not put your own contact information, for example, your email, okay? Don't do that. Do not contact Zoom or the utilities yourself on behalf of the customers. Everything has to be done through the customers themselves and no door-to-door customer acquisition. ACN is word of mouth, using relationship, getting referrals, doing relationship marketing. And you're gonna learn exactly this weekend how to acquire more customers. You're gonna learn about so many topics, but make sure you do it the right way and have integrity. Now, here's one thing I love about ACN Zoom, is the power your home. See, we love this power your home because when you have 10 energy customers using the same service, yours can be free outside of tax. Let's give that a round of applause. But for all of you saying, I don't live in an energy market, what about me? Well, we have something called Power Your Wallet. All you need to do is acquire 12 customers in the same service, electricity or natural gas, and every single month, ACN will send you the gift card of an average of those total bills used. So as an example there it says, if you have 12 customers and their portion that gets credited is $75, you'll get additional $75 a month on a gift card outside of your residual income. And many people obviously love project feeding kids. Now, I personally don't have children yet, but I do have 2 dogs. So if it was project feeding dogs, I think I would have been more serious. No, I'm just kidding about that. But I love this portion. I love that ACN makes a difference. I love that ACN donated over 5 million meals to hungry kids last 3+ years. Aren't you proud to be a part of a company that helps children, helps us make money, provide better quality service for consumers, and we can even get it up to for free? This is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about why we acquire customers the way we acquire customers. Because you have to understand, more consumers buy emotionally, not logically. They feel great about supporting a cause. I'll prove it to all of you, right? What happened to me recently? For the first time in my life, I bought Girl Scout cookies. Now, I don't know how effective they are because I have good friends in California who are team coordinators, Miss Charlene and Lorenzo, brought their cute daughter one day to a meeting, and afterwards, she's 4 or 5, she's like my niece, Lena. She brought, what is, I don't even know what, a cart full of Girl Scout cookies. Now, she came up to me and asked a favor, Uncle Mike, I'm trying to qualify for the next rank. Oh my gosh. I took her and we went to all the IBLs and we said we're supporting her. And by the end, I bought all the remaining boxes. I had so many cookies, I don't even know what I'm doing with them. I don't think I even opened it yet and started giving it to all my neighbors. And she ended up selling a lot of cookies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, was that buying cookies logically? That's buying it emotionally. For all of you that didn't get what I just said, it's like a kiss, right? If you're married or you have your significant other, how many of you agree a kiss feels special? It's emotion, because logically, if you think about it, a man and a woman's dirty saliva going into the mouth and mixing it together. Oh, all right? So why am I going there? People make emotional decisions, not logic. So you have to understand, when you're calling people, there's going to be three types of people when you acquire customers. Reds are the people instantly, they want to support you. Greens, they're the people that are going to have a lot of questions, which will be 80% of them. The browns, not only are they going to not sign up for your service, they're going to tell you why you're wasting your time. But if you think that is only in ACN, it happens every single day in our life. I watched a YouTube video of a study where they went to a college campus, they went to a mall, and their job for an hour was to just hand out free money. Hand out free money. Every person that passes by them, would you like free money? Would you like free money? Would you like free money? Interesting enough, you would think everyone would take the money. Some people they went up to, would you like free money? They grabbed it, said thank you, and walked away. Some people, you know what they said? Why? What for? Why me? Is this real? What's the catch? Why are you giving money away? And they end up taking it. And some people walked away looking at, you are the strangest, weirdest person in the planet when your job was just giving out, handing out money. Why do I share with you guys that? If people will walk away from free money and question free money, what makes you think everybody you call is just going to be like, okay, I would like to be your customer? You have to sort. You have to call. But the key is using our script and understanding the psychology behind it. The psychology behind favor, help, try works so well with urgency and enthusiasm. But when I first got started, I didn't want to use favor. I didn't like some of the scripts, and my mentor said, Mike, you're not being smart. Mike, you're not going to do well. Stop worrying. I said, well, my friends are going to think I'm weird if I use favor out of nowhere. That's just not me. And he said, Mike, people are going to judge you regardless every single day for the rest of your life. And he told me a story about an old man and his grandchild. They were going back in town long time ago. And the grandpa was on the back of a donkey. A group of people passed by, looked at the grandpa on the back of the donkey and the grandchild walking and said, man, what a horrible old man. Comfortably on the back of a donkey, letting a grandchild walk. So what the grandpa did was get off the donkey and let his grandchild go on the back of the donkey. Another group of people passed by. This time they said, man, what a horrible young little boy, sitting comfortably on the back of a donkey while letting his grandpa walk. So they both decided to get on the back of the donkey. This time, another group of people walked by and said, man, horrible human beings. That's called animal abuse. Two human beings on the back of a small donkey. So you know what they did? They got off the donkey, and another group of people passed by. This time, you know what they say? How stupid. There's a donkey, and both of them are walking instead of going on the back. I tell you this story because no matter what you do, people will always judge. If people are going to always judge anyway, why not do something that has the best results that worked for 24 plus years? So favor, help, try works so good. And I'm going to share with you the script that ACN has taught me that helped me acquire tons of customer. Every single person we call with enthusiasm, right? We call them and say, can you do me a huge favor? Most people think you're asking for money and they get relieved when you say it's not for that. I'm about to qualify for promotion with the company I represent that offers residential and business service like electricity, natural gas, phone service, and all I need is few more customers right away. In fact, most of the time, I give them a deadline and say midnight tonight, by the weekend, no matter what. And then I let them know, so here is the favor. If I can offer you a service you're already using, would you do me a huge personal favor, help me out and give this service a try? It will mean a lot. And when you ask these questions, what are we going to have? A red will say, of course I'll help you, which is only 10% of the people you call instantly on the phone. Majority of the people, they will ask you questions. And my advice to you is if you're brand new, sit down with an ETT, ETLTC when you're making those calls so we could guide you and help you answer those questions the right way. ACN is kind of like swimming. No matter how many times you read the manual and instructions, you're not going to get it until you jump into the pool. The magic key in ACN, and you'll hear it over and over this weekend, is your why. Why are you doing ACN? Why did you come here this weekend spending money for 3 days to learn? Why are you doing that? Because the day you find out why you're really doing it, and the day you really can use your why and let your family and friends know, that's how much it means. Not the 10% you're gonna earn, not the money they can save or the better quality service you're giving them, but this person that you are calling is gonna help you make your goals, make your why become a reality. And when people know that, they are not gonna be negative towards you. And if they are, they're just the rotten apples, and you put them on a separate list. So I share with you all of this because I love this company. And I believe if all of us stop thinking, and if we just start taking massive action, every one of us can use this weekend and have a break free. And I tell you that because this company, for the last 6.5 years, has changed my life and shown me what's possible. Shown my team what's possible, that it doesn't matter about your background, doesn't matter about your age, it doesn't matter about your color, religion, experience. None of that matters if you could surrender to the system and be 100% coachable, be 100% teachable, and be here 100% mentally throughout this weekend, not just physically. And as I close out, I'll share with you one story that changed my life. And this story we all heard of is about a big giant elephant, because this family went to a circus and saw a big giant elephant, and all it had was a rope tied around his leg, around its ankle, and it wasn't moving. It wasn't breaking free. There was no fence, there was no cage, and it was just there, a big giant elephant. So the man was so curious, he went up to the trainer and said, "How in the world did you train that big giant elephant to not break free on a small rope, that small tiny rope?" And he said, "This is what we did. Ever since that elephant, when it was young, when it was a baby, we had that same rope. And for the first few years of its life, it tries to break free over and over and over. But when it couldn't, it no longer believed it was possible. So it was conditioned, it cannot break free. So no matter how big the elephant got, it stopped trying. Because it was conditioned, it can no longer take another step. It can't break free." And when he told me that story, it kind of reminded of me and so many of my family, so many of my friends, of all the people that grew up and just no longer believed their goals and dreams can become a reality. But I'm here to let all of you guys know, if you can just believe, if you can just have faith, if you can just have 100% belief in ACN and the founders and the leadership and the direction of this company, and every one of you just try over and over and over and over until you win, guess what's gonna happen? Next thing you'll know, you're gonna come up on this stage one day and be sharing your story as the next regional senior vice president in ACN. Every one of you.